Hey, it's Christian Kennedy here, CP train, mile 68, Team 3, Community Living, Treasure Trunks, just outside Charlotte Lake. I'm 8 kilometers east of Tichborne, or I got that wrong. I'm just near I'm live on KMP Trail right now and heading back home to Verona. I left Charlotte Lake this morning there at 7:20. Supposed to leave 7 o'clock, but I'm at the treasure trunk right now is where I am on KMP Trail, and I'm only I'm at mile 68, so I'm only 6 kilometers just west of Tichborne. Yeah, so I got lots of food here. I'm heading back to Verona, but I got lots of chocolate bars and stuff I can eat, Pringles and pop, all that stuff. I got Pepsi. See, I got more. I got lots of chocolate bars and stuff, and so I'm heading back home. It's not too cold out either. I put this phone down for a second. There we go. Okay, getting in the train, driving. That's where I came from there. Hi, Justin. Good morning. There's Highway 38 over there. Here we go. We're in the train on the track bed. Here we go. Christian Kennedy CP train approaching Team 3 Community Living, the treasure trunk. That's for exactly where I am right now. I'm only 6 kilometers just west of Tichborne. I'm going eastbound right now. Highway 38's over there. So I'm just doing a little short video here of my walkathon from Charlotte Lake to Verona. Sorry, I can't film all the way. I have to conserve my data, and of course my battery on the phone too. But I'll keep updating you live videos on the way back to Verona. So probably in an hour from now, when I get to Tichborne, I'll do a little 5-minute live video again. But there's Highway 38 over there. And I left Charlotte Lake this morning at 7:20. And I feel fine. The track bed is nice and soft to walk on, so it's not going to be so hard on my feet. And the skiddies pack the track bed down pretty good there, so you can walk on it, no problem. So we'll stream live for a few more minutes, and then I'll let you go. And Highway 38's just over there. Cedar Sausage, the place where you can go and buy sausages. So that's where I am right now. I'm walking past the treasure trunk. Good news is I got myself a nice place up in Charlotte Lake. I move in on March the 1st, 2021. And of course I get a roommate too. So I think it'll be fine. I think me and my roommate will be best friends ever. And that's what I want. Oh, I hear roosters. They're roosters. I'm heading home and heading back home to Verona. I'm expected to arrive in Verona by about I'd say 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock the latest. Sometimes when you're walking in the snow there during the wintertime on the track bed, it can slow you down a little bit. But actually, I'm doing good in speed. I can walk, no problem. That's where we came. And the highway's just over there. Highway's there. Bye-bye, Charlotte Lake. I'll see you later. Getting homesick, actually. I need to head back home to Verona. There we go. That's where I am right now. I'm at mile 68. So when I'm going this way, the kilometer post keeps going down. When I left Charlotte Lake is mile 75. Team 3, Treasure Trunk Community Living, is mile 68, so we just passed that. Tichborne, where the Canadian Pacific Railway tracks are in Tichborne, that is mile 62 on the K&P trail. And then a Duncan Lake is at mile 59. Just 3 kilometers south of Tichborne. And then Godfrey is mile 47. And then Craig Road, Verona, mile 42. And then Verona at the Prince Charles Public School is mile 41. There's a highway again. Hi Justin, good morning. Hi Rebecca Peters, thanks for watching. Yeah, I'm okay, I'm safe, alright. I got lots of food, got lots of water, got lots of pop, I'm good to go. I got gloves on me, it's warm out. There is no wren. I'm okay, don't worry about me. Because when people worry about me, it stresses me out. I'm doing good. Alright, I'll stream you live later there. I gotta conserve my battery, but thanks for watching. If you just tuned in, I'm walking from Charlotte Lake to Verona. And I've been doing that for the last 2 years. So, you never know, you might see me walking around in Bellwalk tomorrow, for all you know. And I'm heartbroken. The McMullen Manor had burned down, and I can't believe it really happened. But at the very same time, I lived there for over 18 years at the McMullen Manor in Verona since July 1st, 2002. Like, I moved in there when I was 20 years old. I was just very young, but now I'm 39 years old. I lived there for over 18 years at the manor in Verona. When the fire occurred, they're actually planning on rebuilding the manor again. They're going to rebuild it. I don't know if it's going to be bigger or smaller, if there'll be more units or less units when they rebuild the manor again. By the time they complete the McMullen Manor, it should be in summer of 2022 or something like that. So I end up, so I got booted out of my apartment because of the fire, and most of my neighbors went to hotels in Kingston. Some of my neighbors stayed with family members or friends, whatever. With myself, I had house insurance, tenant insurance, and I decided to go north. And so I did. I went north. And I went north to Charlotte Lake. I decided to stay at the Charlotte Lake Country Inn Hotel. Then at the very same time, I've been wanting to actually live in Charlotte Lake forever. Like I was hoping to get an apartment in Charlotte Lake. But I had bad luck because Charlotte Lake doesn't have like any apartments, but actually Charlotte Lake does have North Frontenac Housing and Clement Road, but those units there were actually for seniors, 60-year-old and older. I applied for Charlotte Lake Housing, but I didn't get in because I was too young to live there because those were senior units. But then there was a 2-bedroom townhouse that was offered to me on Clement Road, just 3 kilometers south of Charlotte Lake. And they wouldn't give me the townhouse because I live by myself. I don't have no girlfriend or nobody like that. So they wouldn't give me the townhouse, and they wouldn't give me the 2-bedroom townhouse in Clement Road because I live by myself and I'd be considered over house. Well, next thing you know, I got very lucky and I just got a place offered to me right in Charlotte Lake, actually at my old friend's house in Charlotte Lake. So I'm very, very, very thankful for that. Anyhow, there's a nice scenery of the woods on KMP Trail, and I'm doing fine. We'll keep streaming live for about 5 more minutes, and then I'll have to let you go. And I don't care if I go over my gigabytes on my phone. I don't care. I'm not worried about that. I have lots of food with me. I'm okay. I have this nice view of the lake. That's nice, eh? I just let you look at it for a second. These trees. Beautiful. Okay, CP freight train, fire up. Choo 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 choo. The train is on. Here we go. I'm in the CP train. I'm driving the train. I am really, really driving the train. I am. It's amazing. It's amazing where your legs can take you, you know. So if you want to walk from Verona to Charlotte Lake on KMP Trail, I suggest you to leave at 7 o'clock in the morning on the day shift. If you keep walking like this, you'll eventually arrive in Tichborne. You know, if you leave Verona at 7 o'clock, you should arrive in Tichborne by about 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock p.m. And then by the time you arrive in Charlotte Lake, should be around like either 2 o'clock or 4 o'clock. It is a long walk, but actually walking in the snow, it's not so bad because it's like you're walking on a carpet. So it's nice and soft on your feet. Anyhow, we're live here this morning. Christian Kennedy's heading back home to Verona. I'm heading home. So actually, me living up in Charlotte Lake is not so bad. There's a back road here. I don't know what that road is there, but that takes you out to Highway 38. There it is. See that? Oh, I got some skiddies coming towards me. I have to put the camera down. They probably don't like me filming them, probably give me trouble. So. Guys, he waved at me. Let me know he's coming. I won't get them on camera. Hi, good morning. There you go. Go. How's it? Cool. Just had 2 skiddies drove by me. Anyhow, I think living up in Sharper Lake will be okay for me. It's not too far from home from Verona. And when I lived in Verona, I'd always enjoyed going for long walks to Sharper Lake from Verona. You know, when I was in Verona, I always wanted to go and visit the opposite town. Now it's Sharper Lake, but now it's, since I'm going to be living up in Sharper Lake permanently, I can still do these long walks like I was doing before, except where it's going to be reverse. Well, instead of walking from Verona to Sharper Lake, I'll be walking from the opposite direction, from Sharper Lake to Verona, and then of course to go back home from Verona to Sharper Lake. And I have my driver's license, but I only have my G1. That's it. I haven't had the time to do some driving lessons and stuff like that. I just give up, you know. Never give up is what they say, but some point in time I'm going to get myself a nice little electric bike, and then I'll be able to drive the e-bike from Verona to Sharper Lake. But right now I'm heading eastbound on K&P Trail, and I'm approaching. I just walked 1 kilometer now when I just started the video. So now I'm on mile 67. I was just at mile 68, but now I'm on mile 67. I just have 5 kilometers to walk it to Tichborne from here, so that's not so bad. When I get in Tichborne, that'll be mile 62. And then Godfrey will be, well, wait a second. Tichborne, mile 62. Duncan Lake, mile 59. Duncan Lake is mile 59. And then Godfrey, mile 47. And then Verona, mile 41. So if you go mile 67, subtract mile 41. Actually, those are in kilometers. 67, 57, 47. I have like 25 kilometers to go. So I just walked. Sharper Lake is mile 75. Well, I'm at 67 now, so I just walked. I just walked 9 kilometers now. My legs are still feeling good. Sorry the walk's a bit slow, but it's certainly, look at those nice trees, that's pretty. If I was on Skidoo, I'd be going a lot faster. I don't care how long it takes me to get home to Verona, because I live on the track bed as it is. Several times all I do is sit on the track bed around Verona. So I might as well just keep walking all day. What's the difference? You know, you could be a security guard working in a hospital. You could be a caretaker in school. You know, you could be walking all day being a caretaker, cleaning the school or the hospital, or being a security guard. You know, you're walking around the hospital all day. You're a security guard. You gotta do some patrolling and all that stuff. Honestly, I think you would prefer this job than ever. How would you like to have a job to walk on the K&P Trail all day and you take pictures? And then you post the pictures on Facebook. And you get paid for it. this is the job I enjoy doing. I'd rather have this job than being a security guard or whatever. Anyhow, it's all good. We're now approaching a little lake. Oh, it looks like I lost my viewers, but that's okay. I'm gonna go though. Mile 67. There's a little pretty town. Yeah, I was starting to feel homesick. I was feeling homesick. I'm up in Sharpet Lake and there's nobody talking to me up there. So why should I be in Sharpet Lake when there's nothing for me in Sharpet Lake? But I don't know. But a nice little lake. Beautiful, eh? Isn't that pretty? Nice little cabin up there too. We're live on Facebook right now. I gotta conserve some battery, so I'm gonna have to let you go, but that's pretty. Yeah, that's north, or I don't know where direction that is. But this way is heading towards Tichborne, heading to Verona. Pretty. Pretty. Trees. Okay, I gotta conserve the battery. I'll send you some pictures soon, and I do another live video when I get in Tichborne. I'm heading home to Verona. I'm heading back home, and as soon as I get back home to Verona, I'm going to Mum's restaurant. I'm gonna order myself a large chocolate sundae. Because out at Maple's restaurant in Sharpet Lake, Maple's don't have chocolate sundaes, and that's good for diabetics. Because I'm not supposed to have it, but I'm addicted to ice cream. I'm addicted to ice cream. Laugh out loud. Beautiful. I'll keep going live for a couple more minutes and I'll let you go. As soon as we get to mile 66, I'll end the video. If I just shut up and quit talking. Sun's up. Uh-oh. Comes another skidoo. Uh-oh. A bunch of them. Got to get over. Hi. Morning. Yeah. Goes. I don't mind walking the track bed all day. It don't bother me none. Because at the very same time, I get to see some very nice scenery on the trail. So it's not so bad, really. You can walk on the track bed all day, don't bother me none. As long as you have a place to sleep overnight, you're good to go. You should come up here sometime and go for a nice walk on the track bed. This area where I'm walking right now, it's just north of Tichborne is where I am right now. I'm north of Tichborne right now. North of Tichborne. Or I think I'm more west of, wait a second. That's not right. I think I'm more northeast of Tichborne. Or I'm east of Tichborne. I think I'm east of Tichborne, but I think once the track bed, once you go past Tichborne, I think the track bed goes south from there. But hard to say though, it keeps turning around. But still walking, almost to mile 66 now. I'm only 4 kilometers north of Tichborne, or 4 kilometers east of Tichborne. I'm not sure. It's either north or east. Well, there's the sun there, so that ray's east. I know my directions are mixed up, but I think I'm like 4 kilometers east of Tichborne, something like that. So well, Christian Kennedy's heading home. He's heading back home to Verona because he's feeling homesick. I'm homesick. I need to go back home for a bit. No, I'm not really homesick, but I think you know what you mean. I just want to go back home. I want to go back home where I grew up. So this is a nice little pretty scenery. Oh yeah, isn't that pretty? It's pretty. All the walks. So I'm going to end the video here. So nice pretty walks. Pretty. Beautiful little trail up through there. So when we were walking back to Verona from Sharpet Lake, the numbers keep going down there. There we are. I'm at mile 66 is where I am now. So I'm going to end the live video now. And thanks for watching me live this morning while I head back home to Verona, coming from Sharpet Lake. And I just moved too, so I'm gonna be living in Sharpet Lake now. It's pretty. Look what you're missing. Gotta get out there, gotta get out and go for the... It's pretty. Wonder how my battery level's doing. My phone. You know, the camera uses a lot of battery power, but... So... I'm gonna end the live video here in about 1 minute. So if you didn't get a chance to watch me live right now, you're more than welcome to just rewatch the video once it's available on Facebook. Just click on click on Criminal Christian Kennedy's Facebook profile page. Did I just say I'm a criminal? So several times I look down on myself thinking I'm a bad person, I'm a bad guy, but I don't think it's true. I think I'm a good guy, I'm a good person. Nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes. But as far as the police go and stuff like that, the cops, I don't think they're out there to get us. I think they're out there to help us. The police are there to help you. That's what they're there for. They're there to help us, to serve and protect. And I don't think I'll be running into the cops on the KMP trail today. That's one of the reasons why I like taking the track bed. But yeah, human being. Well, thanks for watching me live. We will touch base with you later. And the good old OPP are good to us. I'm heading back home to Verona. Yeah, so up in Charlotte Lake, you got Charlotte Lake OPP, but when you get in Verona, I guess it's hard to know OPP. Huh? It's funny why I'm talking about the police services, but pretty beautiful. That's really take your mind off the courthouse and the jails and all that stuff. You want to be back here. It's so peaceful. Let the anxiety and stress go. So peaceful back here in the track bed. Back in the middle of the woods. Nobody to bother you. It is so peaceful. Really peaceful. And we are going to end the live video here. Here's another little lake. CP train, Canadian Pacific train. Choo choo, choo choo. Christian Kennedy coming from Charlotte Lake, heading towards Tichborne, and then we'll be heading towards Verona as well. And heading back home to Verona. I'm expected to arrive in Verona tonight for 5 o'clock at the latest, but oh wow, look at that. Another big lake. Wow. Reminds me a little bit like Third Depot Lake. Raised north towards Charlotte Lake, is that right? And I'm looking east to where the big lake is. Reminds me of Third Depot Lake. That's pretty cool. Okay, I'm 4 kilometers from Tichborne now, almost to Tichborne. See you later. I'm heading back home to Verona.